Hello guys, welcome to TQ Garage, one of the first videos of ThrottleQuest where we are talking about how to do stuffs in your bike, how to take care of your bike, how to do different maintenance works. Today we would be talking about replacement of rear brake pads, and sorry about the bad hair day. Has been a very bad day because I was supposed to make this video about I think couple of hours back, but then I found out that something was not right in the rear brakes. I'll talk about that a couple of moments later. So let's start. So as I said that I was supposed to do this video a couple of hours back, but couldn't do it because when I started working on it, I found that there was a part of the caliper which was kind of bent and was touching the rotor over here. So you see this line? This line is is not supposed to be here. So dismantled the entire brake caliper and took that part to the local blacksmith, and he heated it up, gave it a couple of bangs and straightened it out, and I put it back to see everything was fine and working. Did a couple of rounds of hard braking on it and it was fine. So now that it's fine, let's get on with the replacement of rear brake shoes on Ninja 300. So these are Nissan brake calipers. So in order to remove or change the brake calipers, there are certain bolts that you would need to unscrew. So these are the mounting bolts over here, and this one, and these are the brake shoe bolts which holds the brake shoe to the caliper, which is spring mounted. So you would need to unscrew the mounting bolts, and once that's done, you would need to unscrew the brake shoe bolts. So let's start first with the mounting bolts. So the equipment that you would need is, I'm using a Stanley ratchet, number 6 and number 5 sockets, hammer and a plier. So let's get started. So that's it. That loosens out the caliper. As you can see, it comes off pretty neatly. So as you see, this was the part that got bent and it was touching the brake rotor. So heated it up and gave it a few bangs, and it was smooth and straight. Not that smooth, but anyways. So now that's done. Where got it? Yeah. So these are the two brake shoe bolts that we need to unscrew. So let's start with that. So as you can see, the pistons are totally out, and this is the condition of one brake shoe, and this is the second brake shoe, and that is the hole. Wow. Now the second step is to push in the pistons inside. So one piston in, and wow. Let me get the second piston in and I'll be back. So now both the pistons are inside. So this is very important because as your brake shoes get used up, the pistons keep on coming outside. So without doing this step you won't be able to put in the new brake shoes. So now it's the turn of putting in the new brake shoes. Okay, so these are the new brake shoes. These are Nissan brake shoes. As you can see, it's marked Nissan. So let's put these in. So before doing that, I almost screwed it up. Before doing that, it's very essential that you start putting in the mounting pins, else you would have a very tough time to get these puppies in. So there I have mounted the pins. Now put in the first brake shoe. Whoops. Okay, I pressed it against the spring load, and now all I'm trying to do is push the pins through the entry holes. You seeing that? Gotcha. So there you can see the first brake shoe is secure. Now it's the turn of the second brake shoe. You just put it in this latch and then push it down. So just a couple of soft nudges to make sure that the thread is at this position. For nothing hard, soft. Banging hard is for some other time. So now that's done, it's time to tighten up the brake shoe mount screws. Make sure it is absolutely tight, so tight that even your hands is shaking like mine. So the brake shoes are totally mounted and are fixed. So now the next step is to mount the caliper back into its position, which is by making sure that it is sitting absolutely smooth and fine in the bracket. So the best way to mount the mounting screws, is to align it with one hand and use the socket extension to mount the socket properly, the nut properly in fact. Oh geez. Make sure it's absolutely tight. You don't want your caliper to be loose or something when you are doing some nice illegal speeds, and we strongly suggest not to do so. Nice. Wild speeds are for racetracks, guys, not for wild roads like we have in India. Please don't overspeed, because one moron is enough to screw your bike, screw your life, and it's absolutely not worth it. So please, as part of Throttle Quest, we promote motorcycles as lifestyle, but to have a lifestyle you need to have a life. So don't throw away it for some stupid surge of insane speeds. So there you have it, guys. That's how uh, you change the brake shoes of the rear brakes of the Ninja 300. So there you have it, guys, a small tutorial on how to change the rear brake shoes of Ninja 300. This tutorial, as I said, is also applicable to most of the small capacity motorcycles between 150 to 400 cubic capacity. And yeah, thanks for watching, and happy savings. I just helped you save around 300 bucks. So that's what the service center would charge for doing this small and very easy task, which you can very easily do at home with get yourself the new brake shoes, and with very few tools needed actually. So subscribe for Throttle Quest for more, and stay tuned to Throttle Quest Garage for more such tips and tricks. Thanks.